Hi, everybody. So we are working on things, working on trans world orders, what we're working on, and just getting them knocked out and ready to go. Thought I would put you guys in a position here, and I just got in from work about 10 minutes ago. Rob has been here. You've been here since what, 5 o'clock?
I could say, yeah.
Yeah. So that's 3 hours. Hello, Michael J. Lassiter. So last night was a little crazy for a Wednesday. Had about 60 people on for a good while. Very happy with the new live speed. Oh my goodness. Hello, Josh. Hello, Giselle. Hello, Warren. Hello, Planet Awesome. Hello, Tommy, Michelle.
I see you in my magic here.
That's a gang. Yeah, no kidding. All right. Yeah. This I should plug in the phone so the phone does not die. Hello, UK Graham. All right. So we're doing a lot of the same stuff we've been doing. We're making stuff. Rob, are you about to paint some teeth?
I'm gonna finish this.
Aha.
I wanted more control.
Tell you what, here, let the people see what you're doing. I'm gonna grab a few things. Out of my car.
Making plant monsters. They are very popular. So who's going to MHC? I'm very excited about being in Chicago. First time I've ever been to the Windy City. Looking forward to the pizza, for sure. Y'all got any recommendations of good places to eat in Chicago? Send them to me. I like food.
I want deep dish Chicago pizza. That is one of my goals at MHC.
There's a place that begins with a G that is amazing. I've also heard get the Italian hot beef sandwich. I've heard that's
Okay.
really good. Sounds like something you'd probably enjoy.
Well, that is a lot cleaner, isn't it? There we go. Hey, Stephen Scott. Hello, people. Howdy, campers.
So Rob, let me know how you are on ferns for those, because I'll grab more.
You're gonna need to grab.
Don't forget you got bins over there.
Mauve color. We'll go in, we'll touch it up a couple more times, we'll airbrush some darker colors in there to give it some depth. Then I'll hit the teeth.
Them teeth, though.
Bunch of teeth.
I've just got 7 teeth.
Just like
Just 7. 7.
Dog days. It's going to be quite exciting. For those of you in the peanut gallery, my first show at Dark Hour 4, 5, 6 years ago was Dog Days.
Now note, he was not working at Dark Hour during October at that time.
So therefore it doesn't count.
Right. You can't say he's been with us for years and years.
I've been around Dark Hour for years. It's only been a year, past year and a half I've been there full time. And I truly enjoy it.
Your face. I am working on a dryad display just to get it done and out of the shop. This is the face. That's my female Krampus sculpt. I've given a barky paint job to. Popped in some green eyes. And I'll put on some hair here. First, I'm going to prep a board. I'm going to knock the corners off of it so it looks nicer. Last week or so, I glued these two boards together this way to make a longer board. I'll have to plug this in. That makes these tools way more effective than just moving them up and down really fast with your hand.
So I don't know what the temperature's like where y'all are at, but we reached 90s today in Texas. That's been a lot of fun.
Just kind of rounding off the corners. I did a bad job on that one. Because I forgot what I was doing. I went straight. Bat wing. Suckers are always in the way. There we go. It's really hard to just have a shop for making masks because you end up, you always end up, there's other stuff you need to do while you're making masks. I'm making a display right now. The other side was the pretty side, wasn't it? Can't just have mask tools. I've got to have power tools. I've got to have, you know, sandpaper, all the stuff that we need. You have to maintain. My next big purchase for the shop is definitely going to be a laser cutter.
Yes!
I have one picked out, but getting finances together, of course.
We got some cool stuff with that laser cutter.
Indeed, I have many ideas.
I have a few myself. Least of which is going to be making our lives a lot easier.
Right. Okay. So we have bottom edge, top edge. What's that now, Rob?
Brownie! It's still warm. It's a warm brownie. Oh, don't forget to talk about Monster Camp.
Oh yeah, Monster Camp coming up in June 20. It's in the 20s. It'll be a good time. There, did it.
Good.
One for me. Hashtag winning the promo game.
One of our viewers has attended one of your Monster Camps.
Yeah, Warren was at Monster Camp.
Talk about the food, Warren.
It's not about the food.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And I said that this would be the bottom. Let's check comments. The food at Monster Camp was epic. All they're going to talk about now, Rob.
We're talking about Monster Camp.
Hello, Keith. You'll be in Hawaii, otherwise you'd be there. We'll be happy to have you whenever. Hello, Ezekiel. Good.
Ezekiel!
Yes, my phone does get message. Hey, Josh, good to see you on. Maybe sometime, Josh, you could come over to the shop and we can work on some of your costume bits that you want to make. If you don't mind being live. Josh is one of the actors at Dark Hour. Heck of a talent. Hello, Dark Illusions. What I'm making right now... You're looking forward to THC. Well, I'm looking forward to MHC. THC isn't legal here in Texas, but MHC is in Chicago, so it's fine. Whoop! Hee! Debs' jokes.
He's got jokes, folks.
Yeah, that's gonna look good.
Dryad. Are you gonna take some of the plant stuff material?
What's that?
Are you gonna take some of the plant material?
Oh, look at the garbage can.
Oh, awesome.
That is the hair that's coming up for her.
Nice. That's good hair.
I am going to spray foam this on first, and then Scott Colehart says hey. Larry Hughes says hey. So for the record, Great Stuff hasn't wronged me in any way, but I'm over him. I'm now all about Loctite spray foam. Look at how smooth and pretty that is. Rob, would you hand me a tongue depressor, please?
Yes.
And a
Sorry.
pair of skizzers.
I'm getting messages about still training stuff.
Try the sharp store.
Yeah, I'm
It's what, year 3 here, so.
year 3.
Have a peekaboo over here with my phone. That's fine. Put it back under the head. And then once this dries, I'll flip it over and I'll run screws through the back, catching the foam that is in the head itself. But before that happens, I'm going to give this girl some hair. Hair, long, beautiful hair. That's a song. Well,
Okay, goat cheese and brownie is not a good mix.
Yeah, I wouldn't put them together.
I did not intentional. Woo!
That means Shannon made something you didn't like.
No, I combined two things that I like that she made and made something I didn't like.
Now you know I know and offers goat cheese brownies.
I like sour cream brownies
Okay.
and cream cheese brownies. Sour cream apple pie is amazing.
Sour cream apple pie.
Yes.
I'm gonna take your word on it. You know why I'm gonna take your word on it? I'm not gonna do it.
It's so good.
No.
Makes it a little sour. Like a sour green apple candy. I'll just send your wife the recipe.
Okay. So that tells me I'm gonna have to poke the holes at the angle, because this one's kind of going straight out. I have to poke the holes at the angle I want it to come out of the head. And get in there. You get a fid, which is a stabby tool. That is a fid. Normally it's meant for wallowing out holes in leather. That'll make a hole big enough. This is harder than it ought to be.
I think that's my family crest.
This is harder than it ought to be?
Yes.
Family motto?
Family motto.
Okay, I think I'll be gluing some of these on as opposed to just stabbing them in. But,
You were trying to punch him?
yes.
Okay.
Why are you laughing at me?
I'm not laughing at you.
You're
This is
laughing.
how we learn things. We try stuff. Because the theory is sound. I think you're dealing with variables that aren't fine enough to grab like that.
All right. Let's see if I can push this sucker in with a screwdriver. Yes. Turns out I can. That is good. That is good. I'm going to do one more of those on each side.
Butter.
The first one's easy because it has wire in it, but the second one is just plastic. So I'll stagger those. Literally, you guys are not missing anything. I'm just stabbing into the head in order to get those wires to stick in This time, you'll be able to see a little better. Stab. This time I'll place it over the stab. Then I'll re-stab.
I watched Dracula for the first time last night.
Todd Browning's?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Wasn't bad. I'm gonna watch Nosferatu tomorrow.
It's good.
The original. That's
Okay.
Shrek.
So you can see where she's at. Right now, she's right here. She will, of course, get a much fuller head of hair as I go. But I wanted two types of stuff in her hair, or to be her hair. Before I go too far on that one, I'm going to add in some of this other type. These are from Hobby Lobby. I bought the stuff that's a bargain, and I bought it that was half off. Could I talk more about the similarities and differences between the Loctite and Great Stuff foam? Okay, yes. Yeah, the Loctite is the best for snowmen, absolutely. Loctite does make crazy glue.
They do.
Yes, this is for the Monster Museum. It's got a hollow back to it. The head does. There we go. I'm caught up. All right. So the foams and their different roles is Loctite is more receptive to moisture-induced curing. Meaning, I say meaning. Why don't I just show you? Yes, I will just show you. I have to prep to show you. I'll do something with Loctite that you can't do with Great Stuff. Have some plastic wrap. I will use my Sil Pack again. I'll move you closer as soon as I'm set up, don't worry. And then I need a spray bottle with water. That's water. Hooray. Taste test. You never know what goes in those bottles.
Well, what's been in those bottles before you replace it with water?
True. I think in that one, a little bit of bleach.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah,
You're fine.
it's a purifier. Come on.
Talk about detox.
All right. So, doesn't matter what I'm making here. I do little man. I'm making a little man. Give him a little more of a face, meaning a bigger lump of foam. All right, so this is, squishy foam. It's kind of like shaving cream.
Might be mousse.
I'm hitting it with water. Yeah, don't use this for mousse, not hair mousse. Hitting it with some water. I'm going to hit well covered with some plastic wrap. And now I'm going to sculpt it.
That's creepy. Making it look innocuous.
Now, am I going to get like super detailed sculpture? No, it's a puddle of foam. Come on, guys. But can I make generic face shapes? Yeah. And I can get it as smooth as I want. Well, as smooth as I can make this saran wrap, because all I have to do, and right here, this is outside of the saran wrap, just for safety. Hit that little hand again. I'm gonna kind of square that off because I might put little hands on there later.
All right.
But
These guys can dry. I gotta go drain a bunch of buckets.
I'm gonna push this down until I get, some of the buzz, some of the wrinkles and bubbles and stuff out.
Bye, everybody. I'll do that.
Or else he'll be back. That's where I'm at. Okay? Just so you know. I was able to change the look and the texture and stuff. Alexa, countdown. 20 minutes. Alexa, countdown. 20 minutes.
20 minutes, starting now.
She wasn't listening. That's rare. She listens to everything. Okay. So that's it for a little bit. Then I'll come back to it. Like a snowman, Pete. Exactly. Am I ready for MHC? A little, some. I'm still, we're doing transfer orders. So MHC, I have a lot of teaching to do. I have some really fun classes at MHC. If I beg Scott, the master of links, maybe he will post the class links up if you can find them. But I'm doing a lot of teaching, and I am also doing, I'll be there. I've got fun stuff going on. I won't have a ton to sell, but a lot of my support folks, Rob has a bunch of masks he's been working on. He'll have some masks there. I just haven't had the time, because trans world orders. Another thing that I can do with the Loctite foam is for anything that I want to have icicles on it, it is perfect. Just run a line, bring your icicles down, spray them, and then it turns hard. It looks like snow already. Just sprinkle a little bit prismatic glitter on there, and you're good to go. Yeah, you can make all kinds of shapes with the foam. You sure can. I can. I'll do another little thing with the foam too. Because putting hair on this monster is hard. So any excuse to take a little break. That's me. Hate working. All right. Now this little guy, you can see he's puffing up. He is puffing up a little bit. So make them a little skinnier than you want them to be. It'll be a pudgy one. A puck wedgie. A pudgy puck wedgie. You know what? This is a bag already. Why not take advantage? I'm not doing anything special. I'm just putting out about as much stuff as I want. Don't be skimpy with the water. Moisture in the air is what makes great stuff cure. See, he said he'd be back.
I came back.
They were worried, Rob.
They were not.
They feared that you would not keep your word and they would never see you again.
Unless I got a big bag of money. Which
Rob, you've already passed the big bag of money test.
I know. I'm so disappointed in myself. Damn that integrity.
Fleeting though it is.
Hey, in philosophy, I stole my ethics book, but I paid for all the others.
On a matter of principle.
That's right. I don't pay for ethics.
Okay. You, stay there. You, get puffy. Good job.
Oh, it's a Stay Puffed.
He's a little Stay Puffed. And I feel he's got like a skin forming, which is good. Hasn't been 20 minutes yet.
They're a really fun way to make voodoo dolls.
Yeah, you can do that.
Or gingerbread man.
Gingerbread man, absolutely. Okay.
Voodoo dolls come in many forms.
And gree bags.
Yes. Those are fun. I don't use them, but they're fun. What I want next time we do a voodoo scene is I want a bunch of jars.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Problem is you need plastic mason jars.
So you glue that SOB tight.
Well, like plastic because I don't want glass in the show.
There's so much glass in the show.
And I'm slowly but surely pulling it all out. It just causes problems.
Yeah. Where do you get plastic mason jars?
Oh, E of the Bay.
Fair enough.
These I'll cut off because I left them long.
You guys
But by leaving them long, I had 2 in a row. That was kind of easy. If I have enough, yeah. I think I'm just going to do all of them with the wire and save the other ends for something else. But I do not require stiffness for. So Rob,
Yes.
I think you're going to be excited about the Halloween show at dark hour.
I'm already excited.
I have given unto you a section of powdered wig vampires.
You have not.
I have 2.
What?
From library to mirror mason.
Really?
Uh-huh.
What changed your mind?
That didn't change my mind. I'm not a fan. Doesn't mean they don't exist.
Does that mean I can bring my mosquito vampire?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sweet. He's a really fun character. I've looked. I don't think there's anything for the MHC ball. I don't think there's a theme for it this year.
No, they don't do themes with that ball. Now, sadly, and I had not thought of this, these leaves look a little more like pot leaves than I would like.
They do not.
I said a little more. Each individual, set up like this, you could almost see a pot plant. Dude, I know what pot looks like.
So do I. I went to college.
Like, I went to Thursday. I know what pot looks like.
I know Willie Nelson.
I did not go to college.
Yes, and look at us. Look at me putting my liberal arts degree to work.
That's right. Well, technically you are. See, it pulls out just enough of that foam to mark the hole. I can put it in. And this has really great wire to bend down around the sides. Rob, have you ever been to the Dallas Market Center?
No.
Okay. Next time I go, you should go with me. I think you'd enjoy it.
Gladly. Is that where you get all the fabric and stuff?
No, I don't, well, the fabric trade show is there. When I go to that, that's only once a year. I'll be going there for foliage, this kind of stuff.
I do want to make a plant monster that's more thorny and more of a flower at some point.
I used to make tree man costumes for Renaissance festivals. And I would do them all flowered up. One day I will show you some pictures of them.
I think I've seen them. I've seen some.
I make a lot of stuff.
You do make a lot of stuff. I try to facilitate that.
Now you make a lot.
Now I do make.
And I get credit for it.
Yes, you do.
Woo! Unless it's ugly, then I say Rob made that.
Yeah, that happens.
Even if I make something ugly, I say Rob made that. That was Rob. He's coming along. Like, okay, yeah.
Just jazz to be on the show. Ja.
I get to create and I get to stab something. Really, this is the best of both worlds. What?
You might need more magenta coming up.
Alexa, add magenta ink to the shopping list. What's the real name of that color?
Add magenta into your shopping list.
Senorita Magenta.
Senorita?
Magenta.
Alexa, add Senorita magenta to my shopping list.
Put Senorita Magenta on your shopping list.
If my language program has taught me anything, they should call it Mujer magenta for alliteration's sake.
Move you, just prevent collateral damage. Gives these guys depth. How did you
Copy that.
Yeah.
He's coming off. We're approaching the end. It's very exciting.
Are you going out to the museum this weekend?
Yeah. God. I have not forsaken you fine people. I just have to concentrate to get this done. So here's where we're at now. I'm gonna have to fix the top of her head because I just need to add a little bit more filler in here. But she's coming along. I believe that this is a dryad. All right, so it hasn't been 20 minutes yet, but the magical thing has happened over here. It has gotten the skin. $20, less than 20 minutes. My timer hasn't gone off. So I'm just going to peel this. My shape stays intact. Now the back of this guy is not cured because it didn't have water on both sides. I don't care. It's partially cured. Have these glorious little chunks of foam. And that wasn't separated quite enough. Let's cut it with scissors. You can see where it kind of formed a skin where I was pushed up against it. Could be a voodoo doll. I'll just do a generic thing to show you guys. Hey, look, this does stuff. Now, am I going to waste it? No, I'll probably use it in the I want to make sure that he ends up having a bit of a neck, so I'm going to throw some rubber bands on. And that'll give his neck the squeeze that it needs while that foam cures. Now the back that was all goopy that I sprayed with water, I can touch it now. Great stuff just doesn't cure as fast. Everything takes longer with great stuff. So that is why I kind of like this stuff. I'll be right back.
Frogs are going.
Oh, that means frogs is coming back.
Oh, no. I don't have any more ceiling hanger wire. I used the last of it on the mannequins that went to Colorado. Transport. Wire.
Could have sworn I saw some that yes Monday, Tuesday. You had gold for sure.
Those frogs go nuts.
It's very humid outside.
All right, so I don't have any wire. I was going to wire him and move him around, but Alexa, stop. I do have some plumbing strap, and I think I can accomplish kind of the same thing with plumbing strap. There we go, deep in the middle. Just get a little bit gooey. Let's open that up. I got to the goo-ness, and the wonderful thing is, I'm just going to put it back together, and it's going to self-heal. And now I can put that little tab behind him, and I can screw him down to a table. You know, he can even bend on that leg and be fine. Now this foam will harden. It'll harden just like great stuff does. But you have this glorious time to play with it. And plumber strap just cuts with scissors. Really not a problem. I always round off the edges so that it's not sharp. Because I often have help with me that is a little accident prone. How's it going, Rob?
Not that accident.
Right now, there's a great chance you yell, "Ow, my eye!" off camera.
I didn't get hurt on the job site the entire time.
That's true. So now, these opposable arms. I have not sealed up the back yet. But, you know, I can pose him and make him be what I want.
That's pretty cool.
Give him a little bit of waist, just just by pushing in, let that foam collapse on itself. Do the same with just like a hint of kneecaps. Push down, really make that neck more prevalent. You got a little dude. Super simple. This I did later, and I kind of forgot about it, so I'm playing with the other one. Once again, back isn't done. It did not have, but the face is nice and done. And everything you do kind of puffs up a little bit more.
It's in your face.
Yeah. And, you know, if I give this some decent eyes, you know, a little bit of hair around it, I could turn this into a passable thing. I'm still shaping it as I go. Shape, shape, shape. Shape, shape, shape. Shape your big foot. Shape your big foot. I apologize for the quality of the singing and the songs on this program. Oh, and spray foam doesn't hurt it, just like great stuff. So I'm able to spray paint it. I don't have to put on a thick layer either. I can put on just a thin layer of this foam. Now, this is what happens when you build something with no plan. It looks like something that you built with no plan.
Some would say play is the best way to learn.
Right now, when it's vulnerable, I can push in some lines. This is the simplest and the crudest. I didn't work it in sections. I didn't do just the jaw and then just the forehead, you know, take time. No, I'm just showing you that you can do it. You can spray foam out of a can, get it to a smooth skin texture, and end up with some semblance or kind of monster face. Okay, same way, this guy, I went and grabbed some eyes. I don't think it's going to expand much more. I'll go and take these rubber bands off. Raw. Raw. You know, simple as you can get. So next time someone ever says to you, you say, why don't you make monsters? And they say, it takes too long. So you can do it in 25 minutes. And if someone just speaks like that casually, stop talking to them and call the authorities. Just because.
You gonna need the air compressor at all?
Not for a while.
Yeah, I did for a while tonight.
Till 10 at least. I just sprayed over them with spray paint, and then I used 99% alcohol on a Q-tip to get those eyes cleared up. Now, could I turn this, put some of those plants things right in the top of this head, and make the body more like, you know, just going together? Mandrake. Paint job, done. You know, this is, it all depends on what you're making. If this is, if it's a super high thing, well, no, but simple, face the dark, that doesn't suck. So, anyway, it's fast, it's good stuff, I like it. Now, there will be eventually be a YouTube Wednesday video on it, but it's a matter of how long it's going to take me, you know, to get that video done. You guys get a sneak peek. Hey, feet for a Bigfoot figure. Yes, absolutely. It'll work great. It makes a nice skin, in all honesty, you know, suitable for Bigfoot. If I can make his face, you can make his feet. His Loctite foam. Can you foam fill a mask with this? Yes. Do it in a couple layers and make sure you saw that it expands. Not as much as great stuff, but it does expand a little bit. So keep that in mind and don't blow your mask out. This is Loctite spray foam. Loctite tight foam. Now available at Home Depot and finer stores everywhere. Okay.
Alright, frogs, I hear you. Fix it.
He's so cute. He's so cutie.
Alright, masks coming.
Are the frogs calling you to work, Rob?
Yes. Those masks are drained, I gotta go drain the other ones. It's like lancing oil.
Many fun things are. How many did you get poured up tonight?
I didn't pour any more elves. So, 4.
Cool.
I figured we're full on elves. Unless.
Warty, warty, warty.
Yeah, that's one more.
Yeah, that's the one we got to pour up.
That's the one. I'm saving him for last because I gotta keep brushing him up.
Still need a little more right here. She kind of has a bald spot, and I want to fill that in. Didn't mean to do a Loctite foam demo this evening. Y'all just twisted my arm and you twisted my arm. I don't know. I like messing with stuff as much as y'all do. Really want it to cut forward. Okay. That is probably the best I'll get. That's more full. And frankly, it's the top of the head anyway. How much of that will they even see? I give you the dryad. I don't give it to you. I mean, if you want one, you can buy one, but you know how I roll. Little hanger for the back. Hardest hammer in the world to use. Dryad's done.
Oh, she's pretty.
Oh, glossifier. Glossifier, glossifier. Thank you, sir. Because a wet mouth is a happy mouth.
No looking for gray.
No one likes a dry mouth, Rob. Okay. She's ready to hang in the museum. Ding.
I like
And she's out of the shop.
I like both of those things. When's your boat coming in?
I don't know. It's coming from China, so.
Oh, 6, 7 weeks, maybe 8.
Yeah.
They like to keep things in customs for a while. He said it's a 36-pound, 35-pound draw.
There you go. Where did I get the eyes for the Medusa-looking face? Amazon. Amazon is where I got the eyes. I got a whole bunch of them. They're these nice paper-backed eyes. I bought a couple different sizes. They come in bags, like various lots. It's a little glass cabochon. Paper, it's printed on the back. Lots of designs.
These are pink. Pink is my favorite eye color. I like things with pink eyes because they're albinos.
So I want to do an albino Nosferatu.
Sounds like a metal band name. So yeah, Amazon. It's just a mixed eye lot. This year's Halloween trend, I think because the It movie is coming back, I think that that's gonna be big again, the It movie. I'm not sure, you know? Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? I don't know. Halloween stuff. I know that we are doing vampires at Dark Hour. And I'm excited because there's so many different types of vampires, and 80s nostalgia is so big, so there's kind of a Lost Boys section, Rob, from bedroom and clock room are going to be like a Lost Boys area.
As much as I tried, we will not have the bar from Dusk Till Dawn.
No, Rob wanted to dress up like Chief Marin and give the peace speech, I shall call it. But I say nay, nay.
Would have been funny.
Yeah, nuns.
Vampire nuns? Have my attention.
I've been in this business. I did my first haunted house in 1986 as an actor, 10 years old. And I have been working year-round in haunted houses since 1995. Like that's my job.
That's not all you've done.
Yeah, but that's the bulk of it. Done a lot of little things in order to pick up skills and fund working in haunted houses.
Just for the record, I love our industry and I love what we do.
Me too. I also love our industry and love what we do. I wonder, I've got this can of foam out already. You see how this little dude turned out, Rob?
Aw, he's a burnt gingerbread man.
You left me in the oven too long! How dare you! Why are all gingerbread men British? I don't know.
Probably because that's where it came from.
The pretzels came from Germany.
Isn't the real story that the guy was like some horrible child?
France, Pierre Fatard.
Abuser.
who is one of Santa Claus's helpers.
Oh, that's right.
He killed 3 boys, young boys, and baked them into cookies. He chopped them up and put them into mincemeat cookies. And, well, that wasn't very nice.
So good. He's one of Santa's helpers.
Well, that's his punishment. Santa made all the boys come back to life. And some say as cookies.
Is that why we leave cookies for Santa?
I never thought about it that much. But that is certainly a possibility. I'm just having fun now and using up. Alexa, countdown, 5 minutes.
5 minutes, starting now.
Okay. I just sprayed like a hand shape down. Maybe I'll make a quick and dirty hand of glory. What's cool about him is with this sticking out of his leg, you can just screw him down to a table. He will stand up on his own. So Rob,
Yes.
what are you doing
Painting teeth.
and why are you doing it that way? You're on camera.
Why am I doing it this way?
Yeah.
It's probably the easiest way to do it. It's still there's a lot of small detail work. And the easiest thing to do is load your brush up, start at the base of the tooth, and then one even stroke down. And then you go and you touch it up a little bit. Now because of the inks I used, you can see right here where it's starting to come through and show like a little pinkness, like that one right there, that bad boy. It's not showing up too well on camera, but in my light I can see it really well. So what that means is I'm going to have to go in and do another coat on all of these. And then I will touch them up with a little bit of yellow at the base, a little tartar.
Yeah, it's probably a little wet.
What?
The ink is still wet, so.
I'm just trying to get a base coat down. That way, the painting teeth is really, really easy.
Why do I like the teeth painted pretty white?
So they show up better in contrast.
Yes. I want a creature to be able to back into the darkness, and the last thing you see are its teeth. Therefore, if it comes out of the darkness at you, the first thing you see are its teeth.
See, where I have this theory of full light, and the teeth would be thorns. But that won't translate well in show light. That's been made clear to me.
No theory, it's a very sound idea.
But that's for full light. Otherwise, the teeth would just be lost in the mouth. I have my biggest issue with painting is I tend to go muted and very subtle colors, which get really muddy in show light. You can't see them. So I have to struggle to make them more high contrast. I think that comes from the fact most of the makeup skills I did over the years was shown under full light, so you can play with subtlety a little bit more. Being able to airbrush masks and being able to airbrush people are two very different things as well. But here's one that I did a few minutes ago. So as you can see, there's 3 different colors. First you black, and then we raise up with a dark green, then mix it a little bit with the yellow, and then a little bit more with the yellow, and that brings out all the depth and cracks and everything else going on this guy. He's a lot of fun. And then the teeth, this is their first coat. They'll get another coat on top of that, and then I will go in and I'll touch right around the bases with a mix of white, yellow, and maybe a touch of brown to just give them a little bit more color. Best thing to do is work in 3s. And see, this is one where none of the teeth have been painted at all, so you can see actually what that's looking like. And taking them, how do you sculpt teeth and taking them out of the molds? How do you? These
Alexa, stop.
are a lot of fun to pour. The trick, now I had to go through a bunch of these before I figured out how to get the teeth to all come out well. What I do is I'll create a very thin latex with ammonia, and I'll pour that in like real slow, so it'll go around the edge of a tooth and then fill it up. And then once I get all those teeth fill in, then I'll use a thicker latex and pour that over it and dwell it for about 2 hours. And then when I come back the next day, unless there's, very rarely do I have real air pocket issues. As you can see, these are full teeth coming out. Now when you get an air pocket in one, they'll come out like this, or maybe you won't get your full tip. But for the majority of them, you just got to be grateful what you get. But the way Alan does these teeth, and I'm not, I don't think he sculpted these. I think he used pumpkin teeth.
Use pumpkin teeth.
And pumpkin teeth pop right out of the mold, no problem. Just thankfully, you can reach in there if need be with a pair of needle nose pliers and pull it out. No big deal. Just don't force the struggle because you don't want to crack your mold. There's a lot of pumpkin teeth on this.
Yes.
I think we need to sculpt a new one.
Yeah. I'm down. I wouldn't mind doing that. Taking you away. 5 custody now. All right, so this little hand that I put out. You guys familiar with the Hand of Glory? It is a wizard thing. It's a witch thing. It is, and it's for thieves because doesn't it? As long as it's lit, everyone in the house will stay sleeping.
Yes.
Is that what?
That's one of them, yes.
I may have shown that I know too much. Yeah, if he lights it, everybody who's in the house asleep will stay asleep. And those who aren't asleep will fall asleep.
It is a magic item, and it's usually made from the left hand of a hanged criminal.
So this has been 5 minutes, okay? I set a timer when I got to spraying this girl out, okay? So.
Jokes right themselves.
And I just cut it with scissors. Yeah, the fingertips are big and long, and they're too long. So I'm just gonna point the fingers into oblivion, pinch it off. Nice thing. You know what? This would be a fine way to make skeleton hands. all the excess, I'm just pulling off to get these to be, fingers again. If you timed this right, you could maybe do a whole ossuary wall with it.
See what I mean, Rob?
Yes.
Just pinching up where I want the knuckles to be raised. I'm pinching down these finger bones. So this one I'm spending just a little more time on. That's already yielding me benefits in detail and in shape. The other side, this time I sprayed water down there. So it's not, messed up underneath. Yeah, this would be a fine little handed glory once you get it painted, Rob.
You gonna put candles on it? Whole 9 yards?
I don't think I have any here, but great thing is it's just going to be foam. I could run LEDs. You know anybody who plays with Steve?
Yeah, me.
And the candles go in the end of the fingers.
We could make for the museum a hand of Vecna.
The Hand of Vecna. Along with St. Cuthbert's Cudgel.
Yeah. A rod of many parts. Start putting some magic items in there.
You might as well go full second edition, my friend.
Right?
Alright, so while I'm fiddling with this stuff, I'm ignoring comments.
That would be really fun. And all the D&D nerds would just geek out over that.
This is not great stuff. This is Loctite foam. And I like this better than great stuff. I just slapped myself with a fake hand. I like this better than great stuff because of the workability that you have with it. Can you imagine picking up great stuff 5 minutes after you put it down? Now, if I were a smart man and I put floral wire in this before, then I would have a fully posable hand at this stage. But right now, this is a great little witch hand that I could put around a broom. This is Loctite spray foam. It's the blue and red stuff. It's right here. I made a face. I made something like a gingerbread man. And I'm working on a hand of glory.
Speaking of D&D, did you hear about that gag where if you're a gnome, you can cast reduce size on yourself and use mage hand to float around?
Yes,
I think that's fun.
it is fun. But the kind of creative spell use that I enjoy. I'm going to make fingernail beds on this. To make the fingernail beds, I'm just pressing this on in the middle and then I'm rolling it to each side. And that gives me an area that looks kind of like a fingernail would grow out of it. So, yeah, if you're making corpses, if you're making something, there's no reason why this wouldn't work.
But that technique you could also use as like augment corpsing and stuff.
And the skin texture isn't bad for foam, I'm not chasing down every imperfection because of who I am as a person and my resistance to detail work. So every time I'm working on a monster's fingernails, I have to quote Bugs Bunny. "You monsters must lead such interesting lives." And the skin is got a good leatheriness on the outside, but it's still soft on the inside. And I'll have that for good, 15, 20 minutes. Yeah, just a nice, it's a hand. High five, we did it. We made stuff. Yes.
That's pretty gnarly. That's pretty gnarly.
Simple.
It came out really well.
Well, I started it 10 minutes ago. So I hope you appreciate the effort that I put into this. Now, if you want to shape it, shape it around something. It'd be nice to have just a hand that grabs onto your collar or something. Lots of people are coming in late, and they don't know how to use Loctite foam to make this, and I'm not going to tell them. I'm not going to tell them I made Loctite foam. They should have been here from the beginning. Does it eventually get hard? Yes. Just like spray foam. It's firming up now. You can see it's less floppy than it was, 5 minutes ago. So, brah. Don't say that. Here's a making it doesn't get hard joke.
That time.
The break forth, the rhythm, and the rhyme.
Just looking at the time. Trying to keep track of
Just some semblance of hand lines on the inside. This is the outside here. It's the one that I really want to mess with and worry about. Yeah, it's firming up. Yes, you did walk into that one, Chad. And yes, it does eventually get hard. So, yeah.
a little patience.
I didn't even trace my hand. I just kind of looked at it, did it out in the foam. And then you can do so much shaping after the fact. I might make a full corpse out of this sometime. The technique is there.
Yeah, how many cans would it take? How cost effective would it be?
Well, this one made the face, the dummy. It filled the dryad's base, and it made this hand. And I got about a third of a can left.
So about 3-4 cans.
Yeah, about 4 cans for a full body.
And what do those go for?
$6 or $7 a can.
So you can make a full desiccated corpse for about $18.
Yeah.
$18.24.
And spray paint. How do I make molds for gloves/hands? I don't. It's hard. Making the clay wall sucks. When I have done it, I box mold them. So I will make it and I will put it on a wood armature, and I'll make that wood armature, and then I'll build a box around it, and I'll pour in hydrocal up to the halfway line. And then I will, while it's still soft, scoop out my mold keys, and then let that dry all the way, Vaseline it, and then I pour in the rest all the way up once I make a box around it. So I don't see a need to, because a lot of people make gloves. A pair of gloves is honestly $20-30 on Amazon or eBay or whatever. So normally I buy gloves because it's not worth my time to make them. If I need something custom, then I make it myself.
But we also do UVA.
Yeah, we also make a certain type of glove for haunts. Yeah, see, this is firming up now. This is much firmer. It's getting solid. Now is when I have to really watch and make sure anything that's not the shape that I want. Right now I can pinch it into shape. But, yeah.
Gloves we make for haunts are simple.
Yeah, we make gloves for haunts too.
They're my favorite gloves I've ever worn in a haunt.
Yeah.
I own 2 pairs.
That stuff would make great guts. Yes. But great stuff makes great guts. This stuff can do so many things that great stuff cannot do. So I'm not going to waste this foam's talent on guts. Yeah, now this is almost all the way solid. I think I'm just going to keep the hand in this pose. You know, I could always pose it any way I wanted to. But hey, it's this way. You know, it's cheap, man. It's cheap, and it's pretty awesome. IRS agents make great vampires. How did I get into the haunted house industry? I wanted to scare people when I was a kid, and the haunted house let me, and it was the most fun I ever had in my life, and I said, I'm going to do this forever. And I didn't stop. Will I be able to paint this today? Oh, no. No, no, no. I cannot paint this today because you know, the foam has to cure. And you know, right now it's so fragile that if any paint were to hit it, you know, chemically it would just fall apart. So yes, yeah, you can. I'm spray painting it right now. Probably less than 20 minutes after I started shaping it. It's pretty gnarly stuff, man. There you go. It's wet now, so I can't touch it. You ruined my fun. Look what you made me do. I did not get my dose of Scrapple yet. Mike Ortiz, my boss, forgot to bring it to me. He's going to bring it to me on Wednesday, next time I see him. Not genius. I'm just too stubborn to let it fail.
That needs to be on your next shirt.
It does, huh? It's pretty accurate, right?
Yes.
Because there are sometimes there's things that I do that shouldn't work, and they work. So this is the piece that was stuck to the trash bag. That's kind of fun, right? I don't know. I don't have any plans for this. El Garbaggio. El Garbaggio. Can you tell I was not focused when I got home from work, Rob?
Yes, because you spent all your brain power today at work.
I did. But I did get the dryad done.
You did?
I did get, well, I made a hand and a baked potato man. I don't know that I can do anything with a baked potato man. I can. Of course I can.
I spent my morning making repeated trips carrying heavy things.
Carrying heavy things. No, you didn't. You carried styrofoam.
There's a lot of fun.
It was styrofoam. I do not feel bad for you to have to carry chunks of styrofoam. Try that front on me.
I've never tried to solicit that kind of behavior from you. I think you just make fun of me and point laugh.
You're willing to let the people watching think that you carried heavy things like that.
Yeah. It wasn't all stuff.
It's mostly styrofoam. Let us say 9/10.
There's actually a lot of those BOGO boxes.
Also foam.
Heavy foam. Waterlogged, filled with spiders. Oh, you'll love this. So I dropped one,
Hey.
and they're hollow. So
Right.
there's that hole right at the top. I drop it with that hole at the top. Spider shoots right out, lands on my face.
Nice.
That was not fun. Funny now, not funny then.
Rob, are you done with this soldering iron?
I am. Is it still in?
Oh yeah, you still have it plugged in.
I'm sorry. I was going to do masks, but I think my time is run out. I was going to do straps. It'll be on the top of my list.
The fun thing I asked you to do is snaps.
Instead, I'm trying to fill orders.
Well, I've got 6 more elves over there that I can do.
Yes, you do.
I can paint them this week. Just gonna mess with this guy.
I'm also thinking I'm going to spend a very long time here Tuesday.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Skullbert's coming over Saturday, I think, to mold the mask.
No, I won't be here for that. I'm going to take a day. I'm going to take a course. Saturday. Except laundry. Clean my house. And I'm going to sleep with no alarms. Let's do some masks.
You have enough light out there?
I have a flashlight.
Okay. Just using the claws to kind of make rudimentary hands on him. And some toe towels. I don't know what I'm going to do with this little guy, but I probably will finish him and just put him in the Monster Museum somewhere as some kind of a small creature. Most of the monsters that I do in the museum are from folklore, but sometimes I make something cool and figure out a monster for it to be. Should glue those teeth in. There's a creature that lives on boats. It is a Scandinavian monster, and it's called a hook. And a hook is formed every time someone tells a lie on a ship. Maybe I'll get this little guy finished out and make him a hook, because no one knows what they look like. They just run around the ship causing problems. You know, a little bit of hair on him. This was nothing. It's not super awesome, but it's kind of awesome. This was nothing. That's a monster hand. I don't care who you are. You got 4 of those to that point. They'll need a second coat on the teeth, right?
Yeah.
Once those dry.
Yeah.
Um,
So Tuesday, finish those, strap those.
Yep.
Get all those strapped and I'll get them baits too.
And did you pour a warty guy today?
I did.
Okay.
He's curing right now. He's drained and drying right now.
If he's dry tomorrow,
Yeah.
I will pull it
Okay.
and I will fix the mold.
Okay.
So all you gotta do is pour it up.
Thank you.
And that's, you put a, you know how you do that? You put a clay wall
Yeah.
in. You know, it's a partial mask mold, so there's no bottom of the mold.
And so I have to constantly brush it. I have to go in and brush latex up in all the corners and stuff. I hope it
Yeah.
turns out okay. But we'll crank out a bunch of those. Because I believe 6, 7, 8.
And I showed you this skin stuff earlier. This is a skin. See, it's got a nice texture to it. This is made from contact cement. Weldwood spray contact cement. Spray it on my silpat, hit it with a heat gun. Do another coat, hit it with a heat gun. It bubbles up, gives you good texture. And then,
Yeah. Put him in monsters.
I'll make something out of it.
He's a homunculus.
We're gonna have a homunculus.
We got a little one in a jar.
He's about that size. It's a big jar. The glass makes it look small.
I like it though.
So gang, I think we're gonna leave you for tonight. You guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Thanks for any of the donating that happened. I appreciate that. You guys are awesome. And I'll probably be live throughout the weekend because I have a lot of things to make. Go make stuff. Bye. Trilogy of Terror Dog. Good idea.